Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another video, and here we have the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Wave 4 Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. Yes, this is early. It was originally expected in March. However, Entertainment Earth did get the full wave cases. I did order one, and here we have the Yellow Ranger. The tricky thing is she is only packed one per case, so it's going to be difficult to find her out in the wild. So if you didn't pre-order online or still haven't yet, I highly recommend and suggest that you do. I will have a link in the description below so you can place a pre-order so you can get it as soon as it comes in, hopefully March. But again, if you're waiting to pick it up in store, I do think it will be difficult as it is only, again, one per case. So anyway, here I kind of got some things going on. I got the Power Rangers Legacy Morpher not long ago, so of course I had to change the power coin to the Saber-Tooth Tiger. I got the Soul of Chogogen, the Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord. They're ready to get this Yellow Ranger figure opened up, and I'm excited because it is Trini, the original Yellow Ranger. How awesome is that? Very cool. Looking at the package, what we're used to seeing on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, very awesome. There is the side of the package. Look at the back of the package. We just get a look at the figure. There is no bio or anything like that on these guys. I wish there was. UPC, go down to the link in my description below to head to my Instagram account so you can see the UPC of it. But anyway, let's get right to it. Let's open this up, and we are almost so close to completing the Mighty Morphin team. So let's get her opened up right now. Okay, and here is the Yellow Ranger figure out of the package, and you know what? It's a very good figure. I'm very pleased with it. It is the same body mold that we saw with the Pink Ranger, minus, of course, the skirt part, since the original footage in Japan, the Yellow Ranger was actually played by a man, but when they created the show for the States, I guess... I don't know the full history behind it, but they cast a female actress, but the Japanese footage was a male in that role, hence the no skirt. So it is what it is, but it does use the female body figure. That makes sense that that's what they would do. The figure I'm very pleased with, again, but it is the same as this one. So if you guys watch the review video on this figure, you really know what to expect on this one. But for me, the real highlight is actually going to be the Trini head sculpt, the unhelmeted head sculpt. Hasbro has been pretty hit or miss when it comes to the Lightning Collection. I thought the Kimberly head looked really good. Lots of people disagree with me. The Tommy head looks pretty good. Jason, one of them looks good. The other one, not as much. Black Ranger head looks okay. So it's been very hit or miss, and we'll kind of see. And I'm only collecting Mighty Morphin and Zeo, so it's hard to say what some of the other ones look like. The Blaze, the cyber villain Blaze, that one actually looks really good. So I think it just kind of depends on it. From the originals, they don't have the actresses and actors to be able to do the scans and whatnot, so they have to do it based off of photographs and things like that, and I think they did a tremendous job with this Trini head. So we'll take a closer look at this as we get in for a closer look at the figure, which we will do right now. Okay, so here's a close-up of the Yellow Ranger figure. So taking a look at the helmet, I think it came out looking very good. I really like the details of it. I really like the color of the yellow. I think it really is reminiscent of how it came off looking actually in the show. So I do really like it. I think it came out great. Paint apps on it are really good with the silver. The black for the visor, it came out for the most part pretty clean. There's just a little thing right there, but it's not a big deal at all. The yellow of the figure looks really good. There's none of that, what color is the torso. Now, I didn't really have that issue on my Pink Ranger. It looks all pink, but I know a lot of people, they had kind of a purple tone to theirs, where mine really doesn't. But this one, is the all yellow, and it's the same yellow throughout the entirety of the figure. There's no... different color for the arm, the torso, the legs, or anything like that. It's pretty uniform, which came out looking really good. I got no problems with it. Even the diamond, the paint apps, all the yellow, it all came out very good. Same with the gloves, with the diamonds on there. Looks pretty good. Or the teeth, or whatever. I guess somebody pointed out that they're actually the teeth. Now, the biggest thing let down on here is the power coin in the Morpher. Looks like absolute garbage. You can't tell in any way, shape, or form that it's supposed to be the Saber-Tooth Tiger. Looking at some of the other ones, like even the Pink Ranger, you can kind of tell in that, that power coin what it is. Looking at, you can see the Mastodon, the Black Ranger, the Green Ranger, you could see the dragon symbol or whatever. I guess in the Red Ranger, it's not all that clear either. So it's just kind of one of those things, but it just looks like kind of a gold blob there. I can't I really can't tell that it's the saber-tooth tiger. In the long run, it's really not that big of a deal to me. The accessories that she comes with these yellow blast effects, because she has the two yellow daggers, so that's why she comes with two of these, so you can actually be able to port her dagger actually into the blast effect, so you can kind of have the effect like if she's hitting, let's say she's hitting the putty, you can kind of look like, you know, it's sparking off of them. You know how they always do it in that show. There was always like sparklers and everything going off. Look pretty cool. Here are one of the daggers here, and she comes with two of them, so they're the exact same. The nice silver paint apps on them look really good with the yellow. I like that we got actually silver paint and not just like a gray plastic color. Sorry about the focusing. So it came out looking really good. The thing is that the plastic is pretty flimsy though, so you know, can easily get warped. So you just kind of be careful with that. You know, warm water will really get it back to where it should be. And these are the same that came in the San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack with the Red Ranger and the Gold Zeo. And then she comes with 2 additional interchangeable hands. What is with this thing not wanting to focus today? There they are. So we have the kind of the karate chop one, and then here's kind of another open holding hand. So this one's a little bit loose, but this one will actually be for the blaster that she comes with, that seems to come with all of the Rangers. Again, this is the open blaster. The only closed blaster that we got is actually the one that comes in the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack with Red Ranger and the Zeo Gold Ranger. So there is the blaster there. But the highlight, again, is the Trini head sculpt. So that comes off very, very easily, actually. And the Trini head sculpt, just pop on like so. And there it is. And you know what? That looks really, really good. I really like the way that came out looking. I think that really looks like the actress. And her name is escaping me right now, but rest in peace. She died, I think, a few years after she had appeared in the show in a car crash, which is unfortunate. So rest in peace. But yeah, that head sculpt looks fantastic. All black hair. Straight. Really, really good. Now let's take a look at her articulation. Okay, so while I still actually have the Trini head sculpt on, let's see the articulation in the head. She can only look down that much, so we're not getting a whole lot of movement there, and then only she can't look up because the hair gets in the way. Now let's swap out that head. Okay, so now that we got the helmeted head back on, let's see what kind of movement we can get. Looking down, she can only go that much looking down. Looking up, she can go that high, so that's actually pretty good right there. You get full rotation, of course, in the head. There is a little bit of pivot in there. Shoulders can go up quite high there, a little bit higher than straight out. Of course, you get full rotation there. Single jointed elbow with the swivel actually at the elbow as well, and you get a little bit more than a 90-degree in there. And there is a butterfly joint, so you can get the shoulder to go that far back, as you could see, and then forward a little bit, so you can get a little bit of crossbody, not a huge amount, but there is some in there. We get the diaphragm joint similar to the Pink Ranger, so you can get her to tilt that much, pivot to the other side that much. Forward is not a whole lot, back is a little bit, and then we get the ab crunch there as well, so you can get her to crunch down forward that much, crunch back going that much, so fair amount going back. No waist swivel, since we get the diaphragm joint and the ab crunch. We get legs that go that far apart. She can kick up that high, kick back tiny bit, upper thigh cut there, double jointed knee, which works out well. Swivel at the boot, as you can see. Foot hinges down, hinges up, and then you get a nice ankle pivot. So solid articulation for Trini, the Yellow Ranger. Now let's see how she compares with the rest of her team. Let's check it out. Okay, here is the Yellow Ranger with the rest of her team. We are still waiting for the Blue Ranger, which it will be in Wave 5, and then we're waiting for a regular Black Ranger. Since the Dragon Shield version was only in 1 episode, you know, we really want the standard Black Ranger figure. And what I think is going to happen, and I have no idea, I think Hasbro has said that they won't do multiple unmasked heads, so I think when we get a new Black Ranger without the Dragon Shield, I wonder if he'll come with an Adam head sculpt instead of I don't even remember his name. What was his name? From season 1. You guys will have to remind me. Again, I haven't watched this show since I was a kid. It debuted when I was in 2nd grade. So all of this just brings back a lot of nostalgia factor for me. So it's just really, really crazy. And I'm very excited for it. Let's see how Trini stacks up against some of the villains. Okay, so here is the Yellow Ranger with Goldar, the Putty Patrol, and Lord Zed. And now I know Trini and Lord Zed, if I remember correctly, didn't have... I really don't even remember. I know she left, I think, midway through season 2. I think the actors got in some salary disputes and they ended up leaving the show. And then they brought in, was it Aisha to be the replacement for the Yellow Ranger? Or was it Angela? I know there were 2, because when Zeo came... Again, you guys will have to let me know down in the comments below. I know it's probably pretty ridiculous that I don't know any of these things. But again, it's all about the figure and my nostalgia for the show. That was, what, 20 years ago or however long it was? So there we go. So here she is next to the villains, and I think size-wise it all looks really great. And then while we're at it, if we're talking Season 2, Yellow Ranger with the White Ranger, Tommy. Okay, so here's the final look at the Yellow Ranger before we end the video, you know, with Trini saying, "It's morphin' time," and then going and morphing into the Yellow Ranger. So there we go. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of the figure. I know a lot of you guys are going to be picking it up. You guys let me know down in the comments below. If you've pre-ordered already, again, link in the video description below to pre-order from Entertainment Earth. If you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.